Tuck.
Yep.
Thanks to you, Liz. Thanks, Tuck. Well, some judges and prosecutors in D.C. are reportedly asking potential jurors an unusual question. Have you seen the billboards about jury nullification? The billboards in question have sprung up in and around metro stations. Here's one of them. They're close to downtown courts, so put in very interesting situations, or positions, I should say. They carry messages such as good jurors nullify bad laws. So where do the ads come from and what's behind it? Joining us now via Skype from Philadelphia is juror rights activist James Babb, and he spearheaded the fundraising campaign for the billboards you see in D.C. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
I'm happy that you're joining us because we want to know all about these billboards. They seem to just spring up overnight, but what's the intent behind them?
Well, I want people to know about jury nullification. And jury nullification is the centuries-old tradition that's a part of our legal system where jurors have the right to judge the law itself, not just the facts of the case. This is a centuries-old tradition that has played key roles throughout history, including William Penn used jury nullification when he was charged with speaking to a group of Quakers without permission. The jury refused to convict him because they knew the law was wrong. In 1860, the Fugitive Slave Act made it a crime to harbor fugitive slaves. Jurors refused to convict people for that because the law was wrong. Today, people are using jury nullification to protest the insane war on drugs and a host of other victimless crimes that pollute our justice system.
Why have you chosen D.C.? What sort of cities did you choose, and what's the reason basically behind a big city like the district?
Well, D.C. is the nation's capital. It's a great place to launch a campaign like this. Other cities are also going to be involved, including New York, Los Angeles, Phoenix, Boston are in the works. But D.C. was a great place to try this out and to see what kind of interest there would be.
Mr. Babb, you cited some historical events and that this is, as you said, a centuries-old practice. I got to ask you this question, though. Is this really legal? And if it were, would the judge in these different cases not say that this is an option for you as a juror?
Well, it is absolutely legal, and the Supreme Court has ruled on it. It's actually... This right is enshrined in many state constitutions, including Maryland, New Jersey, and many other states. This is something that is long established. However, prosecutors don't want the jury to know about it. They want convictions. They have done quite a bit to make sure that juries stay uninformed. So what I want to do is help anybody understand what their rights are if they're selected for jury duty. This is an incredible opportunity to stand in the way of unjust laws and government tyranny.
There's a whole lot of money that goes into these cases. I have to ask you, is there not another way, perhaps working on whatever the law is that a certain group feels is unjust, to make a difference as opposed to wasting taxpayer money?
Well, what's a waste of taxpayer money is $40 billion a year on the failed war on drugs. That is the huge waste of money that needs to be addressed. This is a key part of the system, and this is how legislators will know that their laws are wrong. Jury nullification played a key role in ending alcohol prohibition. Juries refused to convict people for alcohol-related crimes. That's how they knew to change the laws. So this is a tradition that has a track record, and it's rooted in our history.
James Babb is a juror rights activist. He's the man behind some of the billboards you see in metro stations next time you go down near the courts. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.